So the next thing is to talk about how to find all the prime factors of a number. All right? Like for example, here it says, example 2, find all the prime factors of 12. Or sometimes it says express 12 as the product of all of its prime factors. All right? Like for example, here I do factorization, simple factorization. For this I put 12 like that, and I start dividing 12 using prime number, starting from the smallest possible prime number. So I would say 12 is an even number, so I can try 2. So this will be 6. Now try 2 again, this will be 3. Now try 3, this will be 1. So I could express 12 now as the product of its prime factor. 12 is equivalent to 2 times 2 times 3. Or sometimes I write it like that, 2 power 2 times 3. And here we are to introduce another term, is what we call power. 2 power 2 means 2 multiplied by itself 2 times. Repeated multiplication. So if I say 2 power 3, that means it is equivalent to 2 times 2 times 2, multiplied by itself 3 times, and so on. So here we are to find all the prime factors of 12. Well, in some other ways, they bring it like that. We call it a 3 factorization. Like we have 12, and we express it as the product of 2 numbers. If one of them is prime, and one of them is composite, like that. 12 could be expressed as 2 times 6. 2 is prime, no problem. As for 6 is composite, so still we have to express it as a product of another 2 number. So 6 is 2 times 3. Now all of them are prime. So you can see that 12 has factors 2, 2, and 3. All right. So in this case, we come to another point, that how to find the highest common factors between the highest common factor between 2 numbers. Right, in example 3 here, example 3, find the highest common factor of 12 and 18. 12 and 18. For this we go quickly like that. That is 12 as we did before, just here. Divided by 2 is 6, by 2 is 3, by 3 is 1. As for number 18, it will be by 2, this will be what? 9, by 3 is 3, by 3 is 1. So if I express 12 as the product of its prime factors, 12 is equivalent to 2 times 2 times 3. Is that right? As for 18, it's equivalent to 2 times 3 times 3. And the only things that I have to be careful, when I write the numbers, I have to put them under each other. Like 2, I put 2 underneath. But when I come to 3, I have to put it under the other 3. So 2 times 3. So what about the other 3? Where should I put it? There is no other 3, so I put it by itself like that. So in this case, I notice that 2 is common and 3 is common. So the common factors of 12 and 18 are what? Are 2 and 3. Is that right? So the highest common factor should be the product of these 2. 2 times 3. 2 times 3, which is 6. So you could see that 2 is common, also 3 is common. So if 2 and 3 are common, the highest common factor will be 2 times 3, which is 6. Some of you, they like to do it in the traditional way, classic way, when we say, well, look, we need to find the highest common factor of 12 and 18. All right. So I will say factors of 12. Now we do factors of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Factors of 18. I'll go like that. 1, 2, that's right. 3, 4 is not, 5 is not, 6, 7 is not, 8 is not, 9, and 12, and 18. So I will notice that 1, 2, 3, 6, all these are common factors. So I say common factors for 12 and 18 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So what is the highest common factor now? It's so simple. The highest common factor is 6. All these are common factors, and the highest common factor is 6. This is just to show you how to find the highest common factor between two numbers. Quite often, we hear about the lowest common multiple or lowest common denominator. For this, we are going to give another example, and we'll try to explain it and see how to find the lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. Well, for sure, you know by now what a multiple of a number is. Like, for example, a multiple of a number, multiple of 3 is table 3. Multiple of 4 is table 4, and so on. So, in this example, find the lowest common multiple of 12 and 18. The traditional way, the simple way, is to, I would say, multiple of 12. What are the multiple of 12? Table 12, all right, 12, that's right, and 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, and so on. These are the multiples of 12. What are the multiple of 18? For the multiple of 18, should be 18, 36, 54, 72, and so on. Is there anything common between multiple of 12 and multiple of 18? Say yes. Common multiples of 12 and 18 are, well, look, 36 is common. That's right. And also 72 is common. So in this case, we have numbers like 36, 72, and if we went on like that, we'll find 108, 144. All these are common multiple. But what we are interested at is the lowest, means we are going to choose this. We are looking for the smallest value. So I would say the lowest common multiple for 12 and 18 is 36. All right. Somebody might say to me, well, look, is there another way of doing it? I say yes. Still, I do it the same as I did it with the highest common factor, and I come to a certain step, a certain stage. Like, remember when I say 12 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3, and 18 is equivalent to 2 times 3 times 3. And here we notice that 2 is common, so from this we take 1. 3 is common, so from this we take 1. So the highest common factor, we used to multiply these two together. As for the lowest common multiple, we just follow the same steps, but we come to those who are common, we take one of them. Like from this pair, we take one. From this pair, we take one. And from those who are by themselves, we take them as they are. So it should be 2 times 2, this will go, times 3. So from each pair, we take one. From each pair of common factors, we take one. And even for those who are single, we take them as they are. So I could say now the highest or the lowest now, lowest common multiple is the product of this number. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 3 is 36. There is another quick way, third method. I can write these two numbers like that, 12 and 18. And I factorize them. Try to divide them with 2, for example. Both numbers are divisible by 2. So I will say by 2, starting with the smallest possible prime number. By 2, this will be 6. By 2, this will be 9. Then I can try 2 again. Somebody might say to me, look, but 9 is not divisible by 2. The rule is, you keep dividing by the number, even if one of the numbers is not divisible by 2, you leave it as it is. If it's divisible, you divide it. So here we divide by 2 again. This will be 3, but this is not divisible, so we leave it as it is. Now we can't try 2 anymore, so we try 3. By 3 is 1, by 3 is 3. Now try 3 again, that is 1, 1. So the LCM is the product of these factors. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So LCM will be equivalent to 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, which is 36. This was just some idea about how to find out factors and multiple of a number, and how to find the highest common factor and lowest common multiple. And also we give you some idea about prime numbers and composite number and even numbers. And also we try to mention as much as we can how to do simple division, dividing by a one-digit number, and also to explain rules of divisibility. A number is divisible by 2, 3, 5, and 4, and all this business. And hopefully that next time we will try to find you some more things, to try to clarify things in order to be strong and know our basic facts. Thank you very much.